Some of the recent projects that we finished is for China Eastern here, is an upgrade for their Terminal 2. We've put some of our new equipment in there. We've just built the lift and run system for Terminal 4. We've built a cargo terminal and even a fully automated catering center in Chengdu, the new Tianfu airport. So the response that we get, we're many years later than when foreigners came into China. We were here early enough, lucky. So foreign products are still welcome here, but we have to make a difference. So there is a lot of local competition, and it's only when customers take the plunge and they choose Lödige. And once we deliver the project, then they realize there's a difference. And when the reliability kicks in and we look after the system, they know there's a remarkable difference with the competition. So we just need to gently start to deploy more and more, and then the customers will feel the benefits.
Hi everybody, this is Libin, Chacko, Kurian from Stat Media Group. We are here in Shanghai for Air Cargo China 2024. Right now I'm joined by Nicholas Tripptree. He's the Managing Director, Asia Pacific for Lödige Industries. This is one of the air cargo handling technology company. A very interesting company and very interesting person to sit with for a video interview. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's okay, thank you.
Nick, let us start by talking about the recent installations that you had. For example, at PVG, at the Shanghai Pudong International Airport, you have set up something very interesting, and it is the first thing happening in China, for example. Tell us about this project and how it is impacting the operations, the cargo operations at PVG.
Okay, so for us, we've just implemented the first lift and run system, and we have a patent for this in China now. The lift and run system is basically a design and configuration of core components that we have, which is our transfer vehicles, which is TVs, and our vertical lifting system together with some racking. And basically this system makes a very high redundancy system and a very high throughput system. So what it allows them to do for China Eastern is they can build their pallets and URDs. They can build them early, which gets rid of all the loose goods which are on the floor. They can put them on the URDs, they can put them in the storage. And because it's so fast, when the aircrafts are ready for loading, they can bring them out very quickly and load them onto the aircraft. And within 1 hour, we can do around 120 URDs, which is around 3 freighter aircrafts.
Okay, interesting. Additionally, you have also installed a different automated material handling system for Kano in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah, give us an idea about how that is different and how it is interesting.
Normally, an automation system is very much designed around the customer's unique requirements, and we design with their throughput data in mind, etc. However, with China in Hong Kong, it's a logistics center, but they don't know the end user at the beginning. Therefore, we had to design a very flexible system which can accommodate almost a generic client. There's e-commerce in mind, but we know that people need to handle bulk. So therefore, we've deployed some ETV systems, we've deployed some automatic guided vehicle systems for very narrow aisle operations, which allows them to have loose goods together with the bulk goods as well. And therefore, it's a system which is very flexible. It makes very good use of the space.
Okay, I believe this is a customized solution because this is especially for e-commerce, right? And you will be handling very small shipments, and you have specialized for that, a system installed for that, right? Yeah, and give us an idea about what was the response from your client, kind of.
It was a very long sales process, let's say, because they didn't know what they need in that building. And as I say, they didn't know the tenants. And therefore, we had to design something very generic. It was as simple as that. So when we came out with the design, it was originally across 4 floors. But during the COVID time, they decided to limit to 2 floors. So we delivered equipment across 2 floors only.
Okay, so the big thing that is happening in the market right now is about the e-commerce boom, for example. And this makes air cargo handling more difficult, for example, and you have technology and systems that can make that more efficiently for terminals. Give us an idea about how you're contributing to help these cargo terminals to be more efficient.
For us in the air cargo world, it's a little bit behind the normal e-commerce logistics type business. So we have some elements of robotics, etc. But however, our core machines are still heavy duty, reliable for lifting heavy goods. So we're trying to configure those within the space constraints that clients may have and to try and meet their unique needs. Whether it may be an ETV system or it will be a lift and run system, depends how many workstations they need. And we're just trying to configure those components in the best possible way to help their operation.
You mentioned some of your propositions, like you have patent for some of these technologies, but give us an idea about how is the competition working out and what makes you different?
What makes us different? Well, we've 76 years of experience. We're still a very family-owned business. And that brings across some of the culture, some of the way that we work. And then that 76 years of experience, we have very, very reliable products and designs. And remember, we're German, so it's all about quality, reliability, redundancy. And I believe that's what separates us. Plus, Lödige, we only take projects which we are sure we can succeed in. So we're not out to sell. We only take projects and work with clients where we really know we can succeed and deliver what we need to. And then where we focus a lot of our business is what we call the long tail, which is the maintenance service business that comes at the end. Therefore, we pride ourselves in the service that we offer after we've delivered a project. So we're not there to deliver and run away, and we never abandon a project. We deliver something that we wish to look after for years to come, which may be 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And through that life cycle, we look after it. Maintenance, corrective maintenance, preventative maintenance, upgrades, obsolescence, and we hope that at some point, end of life, we probably do an upgrade for you or an expansion for you. That's how we work.
Okay. The systems installed by Lödige Industries currently handle over 28 million tons of cargo annually and cargo terminals across the world, for example. Give us an idea about what are the tangible effects of some of these systems and technology for the air cargo terminals around the world?
For us, it's basics. It's back to reliability. It's redundancy that we have there. It's efficiency, and it comes down to the machines as well. If they're always breaking down, then the system is down. It causes a headache for the client. We know customers' operations very well. Therefore, we appreciate what they go through. If our systems break down, it hurts. And we just deploy that worldwide. We're not out there to conquer the world and own every cargo terminal. It's just in our nature. We've just got to where we are through what we do well.
Beyond the air cargo terminal operations or technology systems, you're also into other industries, like you're into warehousing, logistics, urban planning, for example. Tell us about how much air cargo contribute to your business, or how important is air cargo for your business?
Air cargo is important for us. It's very hard to say how much contribution in the business it is at the moment. Again, it's back to we're a German company, we're reliable, and we design systems, we implement systems, and we service and maintain systems. So you can apply that to any industry, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's air cargo. So to give you a quick idea of the mix at the moment for our particular region, in China, where we sit at the moment, is predominantly air cargo. That's where we see the business. It's new cargo terminals, it's some retrofit. In Hong Kong, it's been cargo terminals. We are actually deploying now a car park, a fully automated car park. We're doing business for Swire Coca-Cola, a bottling plant in the new territories. That's 31 years old. We need to deploy some lifting systems for them. In Singapore, it's still very much air cargo. But because of the geographic nature of the country, we hope there will be some car parks. Malaysia, it's very much air cargo. In Australia, we saw a mix of cargo before. We focused a few years ago on a car park that we deployed there. And now it's a mix of both air cargo and car park. So there's a blended mix across the region, and it may change in a couple of years. You never know.
What are some of the new projects that you have here in Asia Pacific, for example, in terms of, particularly from the air cargo point of view, and what are some of the responses that you get from your clients, the air cargo terminals, for example, how satisfied they are?
Okay, so for us, if I speak about China a little bit first, so some of the recent projects that we finished is for China Eastern here, is an upgrade for their Terminal 2. We've put some of our new equipment in there. We've just built the lift and run system for Terminal 4. We've built a cargo terminal and even a fully automated catering center in Chengdu, the new Tianfu airport. So the response that we get, I mean, we're many years later than when foreigners came into China. We were here early enough, lucky. So foreign products are still welcome here, but we have to make a difference. So there is a lot of local competition, and it's only when customers take the plunge and they choose Lödige. And once we deliver the project, then they realize there's a difference. And when the reliability kicks in and we look after the system, they know there's a remarkable difference with the competition. So we just need to gently start to deploy more and more, and then the customers will feel the benefits.
One of the important topic of discussion here in the air cargo industry is about being sustainable. Okay, sustainability is very important there. Give me an idea about how Lödige Industries can really or is really contributing to that, the need to decarbonize the aviation industry.
Okay, it's a big game, right? Everyone's talking about it. What we're doing in terms of with our technologies within the air cargo terminals. So it comes down at the top level. It's all about data. So in the logistics automation industry for years, it's all about data. I always give the example about Amazon. You order something on Amazon, even a shoelace, you get 7 emails or 7 alerts. But with air cargo, there's still lots of paper-based systems. So I hope that with some of the standards, the industry standards from the likes of IATA, there will be things which are deployed which force the industry to really be the one record. And the one record will eliminate some of the paper. You know, our technologies can cope with whatever comes, whether it's software, whether it's scanning technologies or whatever. We are ready for it and we are embracing it as much as we can. When it comes to the automation itself, automation is there to save time and be more efficient. So with our systems, we design them to be efficient. For example, when we put away a ULD, we know where it needs to come out. Therefore, we don't put it in the far corner of the warehouse. We put it where it needs to come out. And the route that we choose when we bring it out is the most efficient one. So this is what we're doing at our level to try and make things better for the industry.
Interesting. One last question about the future of Lödige Industries here in Asia Pacific. You are the managing director and responsible for this market. Give me an idea about what is your vision for Lödige Industries here in Asia Pacific for the medium to long term.
Okay, for us, it's got twofold to start with. We're about people. Yes, we have great technologies, we have great machines, we've got lots of history, but without people, we're in trouble, right? So it's about looking after our people because, you know, people are hard to come by. In this industry, it's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of training. We have a lot of long-serving employees, so we need to look after those. With the other side, which is also number one priority, is about our clients. And I'm not really talking about the new clients we're trying to sell to, I'm talking about the clients that have our install base. So we're very proud of that install base that we have, and we need to look after them. So it's clients and people is number one. And I think with the industry, the way it's going with new airports, with new developments, if you look at places like Hong Kong, you know, it went live in 98. South Korea, Incheon went live in 2001. Pudong here is from the late 90s. So there's lots of infrastructure there that needs to be refreshed. It needs to be modernized. It needs to be upgraded. So those things are the things that also need to come. And some of those are our existing clients. So we need to look after those. And then on top of all of that, if there's new build, if there's new clients, we would also like to add it to our portfolio. But number one, equal is people and existing clients together with their existing infrastructure. And then it's new infrastructure, new projects. And that's about air cargo. And if I talk a little bit about car parks, I would like to see more car parks in the region, whether it's Australia, whether it's Singapore, Hong Kong, I think are the markets for us. Maybe not China. There's a little bit too much competition for car parks in China. And maybe not Malaysia. They have enough space and they don't need fully automated car parks just yet. So that's a little bit the vision. That's how I see it going.
Nick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, thank you very much.